There is an outfit in North Carolina, Public Policy Polling. They have taken a poll on me. So that means that Rasmussen has polled me, that Gallup has polled me, that Zogby has polled me, and now Public Policy Polling. They're a bunch of Democrats, a bunch of liberals, and normally I'm told that their work is contained inside North Carolina. But now they're branching out with a poll on El Rushbo. A new national survey from Public Policy Polling finds 46% of Americans have a positive opinion of Rush Limbaugh, while 43% view him unfavorably. See, in politics, that's probably not good, but in broadcasting, we call that perfect. And we call that perfect polarization. That's all I'm going to... Well, no, Bill Clinton was in the 50s and 60s when he was president. He was. Yes, he was. Clinton never got into the 40s. I think he got in the 40s once. But yeah, I can say that I have occupied opinion poll areas occupied also by President Clinton. Anyway, the numbers break down on demographic lines pretty much as one would expect. The gender gap, however, is one of the largest public policy polling has seen on any issue it's polled in the last year. I have a plus 19 net favorability among men, 56-37, but a minus 12 with women. I have a 37% approval with women, 49% disapproval. 31-point gender gaps do not come along all that often. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is an opportunity here, because this takes us to the age-old question, what do women want? Not even Freud was ultimately able to answer the question. Women genuinely, for the most part, can't answer it either. But it has never stopped people from asking the question, what do women want? Given this massive gender gap in my personal approval numbers, a 31-point gender gap, it seems reasonable for me to convene a summit of all the women in this audience, or as many of them as we can get into breakout groups, and perhaps devote an hour in an upcoming program to calls only from women who genuinely want, they could be liberal, conservative, it could be non-audience members, it could be audience members. But I want some of these women to start telling me, well, what it is I must do to close the gender gap. Or, if not what it is I must do to close the gender gap, what it is I've done that has caused the gender gap. Assuming the gender gap is true and that the poll is true, we'll accept it for what it is for the sake of the exercise. So we'll have a female summit with breakout groups discussing and reporting back to me over several intervals in time as we try to ascertain what I must do to attract women. Isn't this much the same as what our conservative intelligentsia is asking itself? What do we do to attract the Hispanic voters? We have a huge ethnic gap in the Republican Party, they would say. So we'll do that. I don't know if we'll do it tomorrow because we got Obama's big speech tonight. Well, we might. So you ladies, be on standby. Be ready at any moment for me to declare the summit officially underway, and we will take calls only from women who want to seriously discuss the proposition, this giant gender gap that I have, and what I could do to close it. In other words, what could I do to attract a higher favorability rating among more women in America? Own the men. And what must I do now to own women? And who better to ask than women? Including some of those who may agree that, that I'm dis or unfavorable. So stand by for that. The first unsolicited reports from the upcoming female summit already in, they're saying it's a waste of time. Women will not like me any more than the ones who already do, that you have to be an Oprah today in the media to attract. It's not going to stop us. A female summit coming up, sponsored by BG Products.